Good morning, everyone. So as you can see, I'm in the car. I'm actually getting ready to get down soon and go get my workout out of the way, because if I don't work out in the morning, then I won't be able to. Right now it's 8:23 in the morning, but I did figure I would kind of squeeze a vlog in. I miss you guys so much. I know I haven't vlogged, but it's just been so busy. But I figured, you know what? Even if this vlog is not perfect, I'm going to vlog because I miss you guys. I want to kind of take you along. The month of May and beginning of June is kind of an exciting time in Miami because we do have like a lot of events going on. Obviously we have Miami Swim Week, but we also have other events. We have fashion shows, we have companies flying here and doing events and kind of promoting their brands, and it's a fun, exciting time. So I figured I would take you to as many things as I can. A little bit tricky as an influencer because for instance, for my upcoming event this Saturday, which is What She Said, Modern Day Wife, I also have to host. I have other things to do within that event. So it's a little tricky to vlog and do those things, but I'm going to try my best. Even if it's not perfect, I'm going to do it. That's the plan. But as you saw, I did go to Pink Palm Puff event that was Friday. And it was such a treat, like such a great brand. The quality of their hoodies and sweatpants is just chef's kiss. If you're interested in seeing the fit, just head on over to my Instagram at houseofheidimiami. I did post a couple of things there, and but yeah, it was amazing. Very, very girly company. It was such a treat to go. So that was that. But like I said, this Saturday I have another event. On Friday I have rehearsals for something else, which I'm kind of like, what did I get myself into? But here I am. Wasn't on my radar, kind of just fell in my lap, and now I'm kind of like freaking out. I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm not sure if I'm going to take you yet because I need to focus, but I'm going to try to take you on Friday if I can, and you guys will see what it's all about. So I have that, and then next week is Miami Swim Week. I think I'm going to separate the vlogs, so we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But I'm going to get down and work out before it gets too late. Hey guys, so it's Friday afternoon, and I am parked by a shade because it is so hot in Miami. Oh my God, just trust me when I say that I'm melting. Even in the car, I have the air on blast. I'm sure you can hear it, but it's so hot. It's insane. My whole back is like sweating, and and I'm wearing a crop top, but I'm still sweating. This is part of the reason why we wear so little in Miami. It's because it's just really hot, to be honest. It's just, one thing is me telling you, and another thing is you experiencing the heat in Miami in the summer. It's not fun. But anyways, I am on my way to the W Hotel because I am going to a model fitting. Yes, you heard me. Oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? But I will be modeling in a fashion show this year for Shapelix. I'm super excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, what did I get myself into? I'm not gonna say no, because one thing about me is I am a yes lady. I like to say yes to things at least once, you know, at least to give it a good try. And at the very least, it's gonna be a good experience for me. So I don't know if it's gonna be my first and last. Who knows? Maybe this is something I'll do more often. But I am a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because it's bikini. I'm freaking out. But anyways, that was a surprise that I had for you guys, and I'm gonna take you along with me. I don't know how much I'm going to film because I'm gonna be busy, you know, fitting the clothing, and we're gonna rehearse. So I'm gonna try my best to show you around a little bit, and that's what we're doing. And tomorrow is the actual event, so I'm gonna be there the whole day. I have to be there hosting the event throughout the day, and then at night is the fashion show at 8 o'clock. So I'm super excited, and I'm happy to take you guys. You guys, I'm in the bathroom. I made it, and I have my model bag, which basically has everything that I need. They told us to bring, well, at least me, because I'm walking for Shapelix, and it's gold heels. Let me show you. They're so tall. And just a bunch of other things. My tripod is there, so I'm just gonna fix myself up a little bit, and there we go. I just have been insanely busy. I really have. If you follow me on Instagram, you have an idea of that. But I've pretty much said yes to everything, no to nothing, and I'm definitely like spread too thin, to the point where I woke up today and like my throat is hurting. I'm coming up with a cold, and usually that happens when my body is trying to tell me to stop. It's like one of those colds that you get because you're like super stressed. That's what I'm feeling today. So I'm just very tired. As you can see, I'm swollen from this cold that I'm getting. I figured I would vlog today because the kids are with their dad. They're at the beach, so I have some free time. I have my food here. I also need to squeeze in eating something. So I have this wrap. It's Italian style wrap, and it comes with provolone cheese and garlic parmesan sauce. It's really, really good. It's, oh my God. Let me just show it to you. It's so good. Oh my gosh. They do them in Publix, and they're delicious. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. And then I have this juice by Petite. I love these juices, they're so good. I'm usually not a juice person, but this is one juice that I like really love. I love this brand. But I just wanted to quickly kind of chit chat, kind of catch you up with me and what I have going on. As you saw, I did go to Modern Day Wife, What She Said event, and that was amazing. I mean, I met so many amazing, inspiring women. It's always nice to meet women like fulfilling their dreams while still doing it all, you know, doing everything else. Like a lot of them are moms and they're, you know, out starting their businesses, and so it's always great to support other women within the industry. And as you saw, I did walk the fashion show, which I was so proud of myself, because this is something that a lot of my photographer friends have been kind of encouraging me to do for a while, but I was a little resistant to. And but I've come to realize that I'm the type of person that can be very nervous for something and then kind of just turn that off when I'm in the moment. Like, I think I have a knack for that, because once I was like on the runway, I was fine and I enjoyed it so much. And the other thing that I just absolutely love is that I mean, I'm proud of myself because, you know, going through a divorce while still trying to find the positive out of everything and taking care of everyone around you, like your kids, your family, and still pursuing your dreams, aspirations, and working hard, it's not easy. It's a very hard thing to juggle, and it's very easy to kind of pull back, go into hermit mode, and just say, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna sit here and cry. It's so tempting to do that, because, you know, I've had days where I've just maybe 3 days in a row been crying over different things, because going through a divorce is expensive, it's complicated, it takes time, which I'm not the type of person that is super patient with things like that. Like, I like to plan something and get it done. This is how I am. I'm like, you know, like a train. So when there's a lot of things that are not in your control, it's a lot for someone like me. It's hard to let go. And let's be honest, how many people are going through a divorce and then walk the runway? I mean, unless you're a model, you're not doing that. So I'm proud of myself, because I'm finally doing things that I want to do. I've shared this before. I am trying to share what I've learned throughout this whole process with you guys. So I feel like if it's something that you can take away, then I share it, while still keeping a lot of my life private and not getting into details. But one thing I can say is that I really did learn that you can love without losing yourself. I think that is the biggest lesson that I have learned in my life, because I've always been a selfless lover. Like, I give 100 to a person, you know, like when I love someone, I want to show it to them in every way I can. And I definitely think that I do that to a fault, or I've done that in the past to a fault, because that's something I'm definitely not going to do again in my life. I think it's important to love and to be considerate of others and respectful, but at the same time doing it while honoring what's important to you and deciding what's important to you, like not giving away that decision making. And what I mean by that is, you know, while I was married, there were a lot of things that I didn't do, maybe career opportunities that I didn't take because maybe, you know, my partner wasn't comfortable with certain things, or maybe not wearing something because they didn't like it, or X, Y, and Z. Now I'm doing what I think is best for me. And that is something that you should never give away to anyone, no matter what. As long as there's respect in a relationship, you should never give away that decision making. If it is a concession that you feel is easy for you to compromise on, then you do it. But if it's something that you want to do and you prevent yourself from doing it because someone else is not comfortable with it, I don't think it's okay. And it's not necessary in a relationship. I think it's super important to receive the same support for yourself that you give the person when it comes to their career. So that is my biggest lesson, and I'm proud of myself, because as cheesy or corny as it may sound, I really feel like I found Heidi again. I found myself again. I'm doing things that I wouldn't have otherwise done before. And it's helping me grow and heal and learn a different way of loving. I think a lot of times when you are in an unhappy marriage, you decide to stay in it because you think that that's what's best for your children, right? You say, okay, I'm going to stay in this marriage because I don't want to hurt my kids. But I think what we don't realize is sometimes we hurt our kids more by setting the wrong example of what a relationship should look like than by saying, hey, this is what we're doing because this wasn't working, and showing them what's most important, the right way to love someone, the right way to be loved. A healthy relationship is what's most important, and that this is the biggest thing that I want my kids to learn. And I think I've done a good job of communicating this to them and also showing them, because it's tricky. You want to do this in a way that is healthy for them and where you're not talking negatively about anyone, but you're showing them, hey, this is what's healthy and this isn't. And I'm very, very happy about that aspect of the divorce that I'm going through. I feel like my kids are really understanding why things didn't work, what didn't work, what is okay, what isn't, and this is how they can prevent doing certain things the wrong way in their life. And for me, that makes a lot of what I went through worth it, because that's another thing that you go through when you're going through a divorce. You kind of go through the, I don't want to say victim mentality, because I mean, you're allowed to feel bad. You know, when you give 20 years of your life to someone or something and you don't, it's not what you feel you deserved to get back, or it didn't work out the way that you felt you deserved, it's painful, because you know, you feel like you've sort of thrown away so much of your life. And as much as I don't want to get into the victim mentality, I think it's also important to allow yourself some grace to feel bad about that, like to say, hey, you know what, this sucks, because it does. And that was another thing that I had to learn to do, you know, balance out the borderline of like victimizing myself, but at the same time allowing myself to feel bad about what didn't go right in my life. And I'm happy in that sense. I feel like I've grown so much, and I don't want to cry, because that's the thing. This is why I don't want to talk about these things on here, because I'm a crybaby. You know, I tend to cry, but it's kind of like a bittersweet tears of joy for me, because I kind of had to go through this to get to where I am in terms of growth for me as a person. I feel like again, I've always been a selfless lover, a people pleaser, and I'm learning that you can give and be a loving person, but you have to also find a good balance and not lose yourself, not give up too much, and understand that it's okay to choose yourself sometimes. And I had to really learn that the hard way. And I also want to thank you guys, because I know some of you have been following me since I was like pregnant. You know, you've seen like how much I've evolved, and I've been so disappointed by people throughout this process. I've been so disappointed. I've been through so many things. Of course, I'm not going to talk about them here, but where I've deposited trust in the wrong people, and where I have given my energy and affection to the wrong people, friendships, etc., and been incredibly disappointed. So it's kind of nice to have your faith restored in people through other people, and you guys are that for me. A lot of you have been the sweetest people to me, and you don't have to, but you take the time to write beautiful messages to me on Instagram, and I just want to thank you. I cannot thank you enough, because really I appreciate it tremendously, I promise you. Because what you see, oh my gosh, no, I'm like a mess. Because what you see is the best of my life. You don't see the bad days, you don't see the disappointments, you don't see the crying, you don't see the letdowns. And oh my gosh, like a mess. But somehow you manage to understand me and to, you know, be kind to me. And I really, really, really appreciate that, because, you know, I always say be kind to people because you don't know what they're going through. Even when it looks a certain way, maybe another. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, those are my updates. Still going through a lot, but I'm managing it. I'm pushing through, and you know, I believe that there's a lot of light on the other side. So I'm grateful and excited for that.